Hello everyone and welcome to the Narcissistic Abuse Recovery Care Network. I'm Dean, the host of this channel, and also the host of the Unmasking the Narcissist channel. Today I'm going to be presenting to you episode 159 on the N.A.R.C.N network, and the title of episode 159 is Narcissists are Asexual. Now, this particular episode comes in response to an episode I saw the other day on the Royal We channel, which of course the host of the Royal We channel is Kevin, and Kevin has lots of really cool, interesting content on his channel. I'm hesitant to call Kevin a guru or a narcissistic guru who's an expert on abuse. I believe that is exactly what he is, but he has lots of cool content on his channel, and you can definitely learn something from it. So in this particular video I'm going to be putting a actual link to the video that I'm referencing here that we're going to be talking about that Kevin did. And the video that he particularly did, the title of it was Why Narcissistic Husbands Avoid Sex. So he had lots of great points in this video, most of which I do pretty much agree with, for sure. But one topic he didn't touch on in this particular video, and again, I don't know what Kevin's background is as far as what his collegiate level for understanding narcissism is. I definitely get a sense that he has definitely lived through narcissism himself from watching his channel, because he talks about his own experiences on there, and he definitely has a great information set that's derived from that understanding of narcissism. But I don't know what his professional background is, actually. I haven't really looked into this over the time that I've been watching him. As for me, my background comes from psychology. I studied criminal psychology when I was young in my 20s, which included stuff to do with just all kinds of criminal psychiatric behavior, including serial killers, just people who are just awesomely evil individuals, and I studied that all through my 20s and right into the modern day. And of course, recently, having had some narcissistic experiences myself, I refocused my psychology studies on narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder, but I'm also currently studying all the other personality disorders that are out there as well too. So that's where my knowledge comes from, is just a study of this, and the fact that I've informally studied this now for 30+ years on and off. So one point I wanted to make that Kevin didn't actually make in his video here, and I don't think he'll see my video, but if he does, he can by all means respond to me if he wishes to. If you do a lot of research on narcissism and the way narcissists actually behave and how they behave within sexual relationships and things of this nature, you will find out, and you can find this out even off the internet if you actually go look it up, you will find out that a lot of narcissists are actually asexual. And if you don't know what asexuality is, it basically just means that these are individuals who don't feel a sexual attraction to somebody, or actually aren't interested in being in a sexual relationship with somebody. Now, this partially explains some of what goes on with narcissists, because narcissists want you for your attention mostly. That's what they want. This is not to say that a narcissist does not want to have sex with you if you're attractive. It's very possible that they do, and a large majority of them probably may actually groom you for that purpose as well too. They may be looking for your attention, they may be looking for your sexual attention, and whatever other things they can get off you, as bonus things. But in the process of my research into the sexuality of narcissists, one of the things I have come across is that a large majority of narcissists are indeed asexual. They're using sex with you, or sexual interest in you, or conceived sexual interest in you, to really just land you as a victim and get you into their fuel source matrix. So they may not actually be all that interested in you sexually. And strangely enough, this is actually more predominant in female narcissists than it is actually in male narcissists. That, again, is not to say that narcissists are not interested in you sexually. Probably a large majority of them may also be interested in you, as well as whatever other attention they can get off you. But you know, Kevin was raising in his particular video the factor of why narcissistic husbands don't want to have sex with their wives or whatever. Well, first of all, as we know, and as Kevin stated in his video, it's a control thing. You can control a person by making them feel imbalanced and whatever, and behaving the way narcissists do with them. Again, narcissists behave in this way where they love bomb you, and then they back away from you, and they don't get any attention from them, which includes no sexual attention from them either. When they're doing that with you, it's a control thing that they're doing with you. They're controlling you by not giving into sexual interaction with you. And this is what they're actually doing. But commonly, narcissists also do this as well too, because they are asexual. They may have no sexual interest in you whatsoever. And there are a large majority, actually, of narcissistic females who actually display being asexual. Now, it's not talked about so openly in narcissism circles. I've come across it only a little bit in dialogue from different narcissistic experts about this. But the factor that a lot of narcissists are actually asexual is a thing. And it may seem strange because a lot of us maybe perhaps can't understand asexuality or the ideas behind that, because most of us want to be with a partner and we want to have intimate time with that partner, or we are indeed attracted sexually to that partner because of the way that they look. There's a sexual attraction there or whatever. But commonly when narcissists are grooming people, they pick out a person who's empathic. They pick out a person who is very giving to them. They hook up with that person for that particular reason and start grooming them. If they have a sexual attraction to that person, it will be for that reason too. But commonly a narcissist who is asexual is not grooming you for the interest of having sex with you. They may have to have sex with you in order to pull you into their particular fuel matrix, and get you as a constant, you know, appliance that they can feed off of. But I actually do know a female here who was involved with a male, and it's somebody I know off of one of my social media pages. I had a very long discussion with this woman, and the individual male that she was involved with for that entire time, she was with him for about 3 years. He didn't have sex with her at all. And we're talking about an attractive middle-aged woman here. I find this woman attractive. And the narcissist she was with did not have sex with her at all. I discussed with her how common their intimacy was in that particular way, and she said to me, I haven't had sex with this person in 3 years. How can that be normal? It's not. So either one or two things was going on with this male. Either this male had other women he was involved with, which as far as I know from her story, he wasn't involved with anybody else, or she didn't sense or didn't come across the evidence, I believe, that he was involved with anybody else, or perhaps he was asexual and had no real interest in sex. Commonly, narcissists look for everything else that you can give them, but they're not really interested in sex. And women, a lot of the time, may have a healthy sexual appetite, but some actually don't, and it doesn't bother them. They're looking for more for the emotional intimacy or the spiritual intimacy with someone than really the sexual interaction with the person. So a lot of women let this go by unchecked a lot more often. You know, this is probably why women are less complainers about this particular thing in relationships, is because they don't see it as being as important a thing. But again, this is not everyone. There are women out there who want an active sex life with their partners, and they want to be, given this attention regularly, and it's all very normal if they require this. But again, when narcissistic husbands don't give that type of attention, this could be one of the reasons why as well too. It could be that that individual, that male, is asexual and doesn't really have any real sexual interest. Perhaps doesn't have any real sexual attraction for that person. It can be that particularly too, and a good majority of the time I'm sure that it is actually this as well too. It's not just a control issue with a narcissist. It's because that narcissist doesn't have that sexual attraction to that person, and doesn't have that drive to have sex with that person. And this is why those poor wives don't get any attention either. It's not just a control issue for the narcissist. It's a factor that there is no real desire there at all to be with that person in this particular way. So this is just one of the points I wanted to bring up that Kevin actually didn't cover. I don't know if he's come across this research in all of the research that he does for the Royal We channel. But if he hasn't, this is one of the things that I just wanted to add to his particular video, because his video was very concise and very informative. But this is actually one of the things he didn't broach in there, and that can actually happen with narcissistic males as well too. So this has been episode 159 on the N.A.R.C.N network. I just want to say, please stay tuned. I've got lots of new content coming up on both my channels, and I hope to see you guys very soon with some future videos. Have a great day, guys.